Hi, Scorpio. Happy December. Okay. It's going to be a mixed bag. For the majority of you, it's just a massive shift in energy. It's like the energy at the beginning of the month comes through. Some of you, I think, are in the middle of legal disputes, things like that, financial settlements, wills, estates, divorces, things like that. I think you're coming in like that. Others of you, I think you're entering into something that you might not have anticipated. I don't feel any major negativity here on the collective, okay? And that's what I'm trying to pull at here. But I think that someone crosses your path or something crosses your path. Some of you have family dynamics here that were, how do I say, just dysfunctional family issues that I think, those things come home to roost when someone passes away at holiday time. I think that some underlying currents may come to the surface. So just be prepared for those, okay? I think people have guilt feelings around maybe past actions or, sibling rivalry, things like that. Like just, but I think that this is it's a deeper level here, kind of like the scenario when sometimes, a parent will favor one kid over the other or something like that. And then the parent passes away and the kids haven't talked in years and now they're coming back together and they're like, things kind of get resolved and I didn't know you really felt like this. And, it's those kind of things, right? But I don't think these are little things. I think these are things that have festered for years, those real crappy things that come up sometimes when you don't see someone for a year and then you come together at the holiday time and it's like, kind of like Christmas vacation, but when they go to the boss's house and the SWAT team gets called in. Something like that, I feel, for some of you, okay? I pray that's for a small majority of you. We've got amazing oracle cards, so I pray to God that the majority of us can drop anchor with that, okay? You've got true love come to me, which means you're open and receptive to this conversation, whatever it is, okay? You've got authenticity. Okay, now this card really means you need to show up as yourself. Firmly plant your 2 feet on the ground, and it doesn't matter what anyone really thinks to you. This month for you is about you showing up and being who you are, 100% authentic. I think something may come through here where you're really going to need to just be who you are and say what you mean here. And I don't think it's in a negative way. I just think that, you may have to say some, maybe some apologies, or maybe somehow you really feel, or maybe someone hurt your feelings a long time ago and you need to get it off your chest, something like that. But I think this is a great card. I think we should always show up authentic to ourselves. And I think that, it clears some stuff here. Okay. Plus, I think the last card, friendship is the last card. Okay. Now, I want you to get a focal on these, but I need to, true love come to me. This card has been coming up a lot lately. I am so happy about this. True love come to me. This means you're ready for this. You know what I mean? You may not have wanted this before, and that's where authenticity comes into, hey, look, you know what? I've got feelings for you. Or, hey, what? You know what? I want to be more than friends with you. Or it's something like that, I think, comes in here. I think the changes that aren't on the family dynamic here come in a way where I think it brings you the things that you want, but it's because you're showing up, or you better show up authentic to yourself, okay? You guys over the past, okay. I got so nervous with this reading that I went and got the chandelier quartz. I think that's what this is. But it always casts a good vibe. When I'm feeling something can go either way, like my stomach is churning, I'm figuring, and of course it's your reading. Oh, okay. We come in with the energy of the Ace of Wands. Okay. This for some of you will be fertility. Okay. It will. For some of you, it's the start of, again, with happiness, friendship, wealth. I think you're starting a relationship for some of you here. If you're not in a relationship, one is coming here. It's putting an end to one way of life for you and bringing you into some other way here. Okay, now you've got the 9 of Cups here. Okay, and I'm noticing underneath here is the King of Cups. Okay, he is the lover in the deck. Okay, and underneath it we've got the Queen of Wands. Okay, there's a lot of people in here. Okay, got a lot of people because these changes, whatever they are in your lives, are going to come through the form of other people. So it's you plus other people, which would totally explain why your wishes are coming true in whatever way, shape, or form this is. This is in the form of a great friendship, or it's in the form of a new relationship, or your relationship gets brought up to a whole new level here. Okay, I think someone, I'm going to say this, you may hear something about someone. They're going to profess something to you. They're going to say something to you. I would reserve judgment in the beginning. I think some of you may get hit with something that's a little bit shocking, like someone's got an addiction to something, and your first reaction may be WTF, right? But just sit for, I mean, I'm not talking crazy stuff. I'm talking about something that you're able to digest at some point. I'm not talking craziness here, right? But some of you may hear that, you know, someone would say, hey, look, I've got some kind of addiction here, right? And your knee-jerk reaction is to be like, to cut the person off. Just wait. Again, if it's not a crazy thing, right? Or it's got to be something that's digestive to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm going to end that right there. But I think for some of you, it may shock you a little bit here. Now, we come in with the Death card crossed by the King of Coins. Okay, this change that's coming for you, or that's going to happen in your life, is a whole new, it's an ending of something and the beginning of something else for you, but it comes through this person. So the change that's coming, whatever this is not going to, it's going to come through someone else. Okay, and I'm going to say this is a male. Okay, I'm going with that this time. This will absolutely be a male someone. It's someone though too that is a little bit, there's someone who has very strong opinions. It's usually someone who can hurt you unintentionally. You know what I mean? Like it's the workaholic that you tell 50 times, look, this is making an impact on our relationship here. You need to kind of balance this out here. It's someone that would say, you know, yeah, but still continue to work or something like that. And it may take a hit somewhere here and there where you may need to speak up and say, look, this is not, you know, this is not going to work. There's changes, in massive changes here. These aren't little fly-by-night things. They're things that have been occurring in here. Okay. Now the transitory card that comes through here that's coming in from November is the 10 of Coins. So this is your home life. This is an inheritance. I would, you know, you can possibly expect an inheritance. There might be some issues surrounding an inheritance here with siblings and legalities and things like that. But I really think here that this is the change of, hey, look, I want a kid, or hey, look, you know what, I really don't. It's things like that get hashed out here. These aren't little things. These are people putting all their wares on the table here. Okay, so happiness, wealth, love. Now, what we're crowned with here and what you're aware of, okay, or that you should be aware of, or that you've got in the back of your mind here, is the Devil card. Okay. So that, again, I think is something really coming through here where someone's really telling you something, okay? It can be someone, again, on the real schmackaka side. It can be someone that is, they just have no regard for other people. They're just going to steamroll over other people. So if you're in a working situation like that, or you're, just be prepared for that. Some of you, there could be something in reference to your job in here, okay? This can be too, like your family. This can be something where, you know, someone gets a real smack on the wrist about maybe something illegal that they did, or it's someone, sometimes too, it's people who can pursue financial gain and they don't care who, like literally what they're doing here as far as someone else's health is concerned or someone else's well-being, or they really don't care. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. It can be in here. But I think what that really has to do with is I think someone confronts you with something about themselves that you're not aware of. Okay? Now what's coming up immediately for you, I'm sorry, where you're anchored is the Ten of Wands. Okay? Now this is something you might not be aware of, even though it's anchored here. It might be something that you're like later, a month later, oh, I knew it. I just knew it. It could be something like that too. But I think that it's worry about something, and it's self-doubt maybe about a relationship or how something's going to go. Because like I say, the energy shifts drastically in this reading. I think someone's got guilt about something. That's why I'm saying if someone confronts you with something, they may have done something that they feel extremely guilty about. So just, do what you're going to do. But in telling you this, I'm just saying just count to 10 for a moment. It might be something shocking, but in the back of your mind, I think you might already know it, right? What you come up with here, what's coming up in the immediate future is the Three of Swords. I want to say this with the Devil card might, again, I think it's someone that in the back of your mind, you already know this. It might be something that someone's got some addiction here and they're just feeling really trapped. This is a card that can feel like you've got no way out of something. But if it's not in the reverse, it's a good thing. It's just saying there's something blocking forward movement here. And again, it can be fertility issues. You know what I mean? It can be something like that. Like this could be a doctor that tells you something like, hey, look, this is what the issue is. And now you've got smooth sailing. Okay. It can be things like that. That's why I say, take a breath. Okay. And again, I say this because you can find out something about someone that says, like say, for example, you've been trying to get pregnant forever and your husband or your wife says, look, I know I can't have kids, but then they had never told you, you know what I mean? Like they wanted, it can be things that are shocking and awing. I wish I had a better reading. But anyhow, where you show up here, this is where things change. Okay. So don't lose hope here. It's just a wonky reading. Okay. You've got the two of coins, Five of Coins, Judgment card, and the Page of Cups. I want to say all our elements are in here. So I don't think these are going to be negative things. The elements are in here. Otherwise, I'd be pulling on things mentally that I know I would need to flip around. I don't see that, okay? I think the Two of Coins here is a celebration. I think something arrives, a letter arrives, a note arrives, an email arrives, someone tells you something. And I think it puts an end to this. It might be someone authentically telling you something. I think it does put an end to it, though, in a way that's like, oh, thank God, I know this now. It puts an end to whatever's been troubling you here. Because I think that this is guilt sits in this card or something sits in this card and you're going to say, oh, okay, well, here it is. But I think it's a positive. I don't see it's a negative at all. Okay, and this also is, I think, this might be, again, someone says, it's something of, I think people with similar, whatever this is, people of similar things, of similar whatever, are brought together. So I think that in being authentic and saying whatever it is that you need to say, you find the other part here in your environment. It's in your home environment, it's in your work environment. But I think that it brings people together that have similar circumstances. You know what I'm saying? So you meet like-minded people. So this is a good thing. When you show up like yourself and you're ready to receive and put your ass out on the line like that, you pull in friendships of people that you never would have imagined before. I think you're aligning and your life is changing and it's falling into a good place. And I think it's one through you being honest with yourself. And I think now people are able to be honest with that might not have been around you before. Okay. Now you've got the Judgment card in your hopes and fears. Okay. I really feel with that I think if some of you are in legal issues or in legal situations, I think that I think that might be what this is about, the news you get about this, and you're able, I don't think it's a negative. If you've got legal situations going on and you think that, oh my God, this is going to put me in the poorhouse, it's not. I think what you get here is it's a good turnout in a legal situation. So if some of you are in legal situations, that's what it is. For some of you that are trying to conceive or to do something more, to merge, to start a new beginning with someone, these cards speak of that, but they speak of after a long time coming. Okay, so that's a good thing. Now the outbound card, we've got the Page of Cups. This can be the birth of a child. With these two cards, it can be the birth of a child. Okay, but I think that it's a friend who helps you out here, and you've got the friendship card, right? And you've got true love come to me and authenticity. I think for some of you, you're entering into new relationships with people that they're finally laying it all on the line, or you're laying it on the line that, hey, I think of you as more than a friend. And you get into conversations or something and you discover things about each other and it makes a relationship good. Or this can be a current relationship that you're in that you're finally, you know, okay, I'm going to put the other foot in the water and I'm going to tell you this about me, right? That's why I'm saying don't react to something, because it might be something about someone that you don't know, but they're thinking enough about you to open up and tell you something. So just try to just count to 10 before you say something. I have a feeling it shocks you. I do. But I think that also for some of you, you're entering into relationships here, really solid relationships, and relationships are growing. I think for some of you, like the minute group, that something might not be going your way, like that there's real deceit in something, you already know about this. You absolutely already know about this. For some of you, I think you may make amends with siblings. I do. I think you may have family members, you know, that you haven't spoken to in a bit, and you may find some common ground now. I feel some of you, there is an inheritance in here somewhere, and I think that it solidifies something in here. You know what I mean? I think this is a great reading. I think some of you are getting help. I think some of you do have addictions and you are getting help for that. And I think that's pretty phenomenal. You know, we all have a poison somewhere, but to be honest about it, and, you know, but for the majority of you, I think that, oh my God, how could this possibly go wrong, right? She says, but knowing there could always be something. But look, this is just, I can't. Friendship, authenticity, and true love come to me. You've got to step into this. And sometimes that's saying the hard things, you know, like, hey, look, I eat cupcakes in the closet. You know, someone might not like that. I mean, I personally don't, but I'm just saying you may say something, or you may be able, you know, I'm trying to be funny here. I know I'm not funny, but I think that you take a chance here, and I think it pays off. And I'm so grateful because you guys shock me. You either jump, which is great, I'm a jumper, or you sit on the fence and you don't do anything. I think you're taking a real daring chance right now, and you're going to say something or open up to someone, but I think this changes your life. Or someone says something to you, because like I say, I've got to look at it as this is how this shows up. So it's in the form of this person who's very grounded. You know what I mean? Kings are fire at their core, right? But this one is fire and earth. Okay? And this is you. You know? It's transformative. You know what? You may have gotten into a relationship with someone and they're fixed as could be. They're like a post in the ground. And they're so attracted to you that they're willing now to make changes in their lives. I think that's phenomenal. Going out with the Page of Cups is huge. It really is. It's putting a whole new air on this. I think this comes in very heavy. And that's why I say the energy shifts to something like, oh, you find your tribe, you find your people, you find your place. You know what I mean? Legalities that you think were going to wipe you out, don't. You know what I mean? Like you may even, someone who's been really gunning for you, say you're in a real crap divorce situation or something like that, right? Someone may, you know, get hit on the head with something and finally realize what a schmo they've been, you know, and it's things like that. Whatever it is, legalities go your way here, right? Relationships go your way. Inheritance go your way. You meet some new people that are, they've you know, they become very vital, very important in your life. So I think that this is great. I would not worry about that devil card crowning your reading, because that devil card just really, it's the other half of the lover coin, which is like long-term choices. And you're grounded in this, which can be like kind of guilt feelings about something. Again, we have to have a certain amount of failures under our belt to succeed in anything. Relationships, jobs, anything. And that's what I think this is like, an evening of the playing field. And I think it brings you financial stability. I think it brings you health. I think it brings you wealth. I think it brings you good relationships in your life and people that support you, and vice versa. So there you go. I hope that I helped you in some way. If you need a private reading, please reach out to me. Check your sun, moon, and rising. Okay? Thank you.